So how did this eventually translate into you starting your own company in sports KPI?
First year, it just started as a, I mean, I was always want to work with the team. That was my first start of my passion was. And when I worked in ISL the first year with Mumbai City, it was for 3 months. We went then, took a sabbatical, again came back and joined my company again, started doing my work. Then that helps you to connect with a lot more people in the industries. So you connect with other set of coaches, other team analysts from different teams. So it gives you a lot more connects. It so happened that the next season, what's happening? So I started pitching to many more people, and so during, I think the also auction was there at that point of time for ISL as well. So somehow we had so much of data we have been collecting, and we started writing to every team around. And then it so happened that we were able to get to FC Goa. So I wrote to multiple connections, and I got a call saying that my promoter wants to come and meet you. Would you like to come to Goa and give a presentation? And it was the owner of FC Goa at that point of time. And they said, so I went in there, took a day off, went and did a presentation. Then all the costing was done, and that's when I said, when I got the project of FC Goa, then we said, okay, let's take this as a company and see how it can be done. So that's how this entire thing started off.
That's really nice. So I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. So you started off with BFC, right? When Ashley Westwood was there. So I would
more of a, yeah, correct, yeah.
Yeah, so Mandar Tamane has spoken a lot about how Ashley used to use data a lot in his training, right? For lots of things like injury prevention and just increasing the general fitness. So can you share your insights of being on the other end of that spectrum?
Actually, we worked with Ashley Westwood in BFC. I mean, as a volunteer there in the analytics team, working along with the full-time analyst over there. And I had a great, I mean, every time I used to go for trainings and everything. We also worked with Ashley when he became a technical director at ATK as well. So we were the Sports KPI was also the analytics partner with them. And we were there in the auction as well. Our colleague was there in the auction. And then we continue to do the performance analysis with Ashley as well. Okay. So as a coach is, I think, a person who understands. I mean, he needs to get. I mean, whatever he wants, he has to get it done. I remember a match. It was against. We were playing with Mohun Bagan. No, not Mohun Bagan. It was against Dempo the first year, and I mean, we had a tie against Mohun Bagan in the first match of BFC's I League, and then we were playing home at Dempo. Dempo was a great team. And then he was quite, I think I would say, a bit nervous. That's what I was to hear. But he was well prepared in terms of everything gets in. He looks at a lot of data and numbers in terms of how many ball touches. There's a small example I want to tell you. Even with the video analysis, he even notes down number of touches a player touches the ball. There was a time when one of the players used to take the ball, keep the ball a lot of times on his leg, and is not passing it. So to count the number of times and said, if you carry the ball so many number of times, you tend to lose the ball. So he gave a lot of explanations to it. He also looked at how the start happens. So there are a lot of things on video analysis you could actually learn from him. There was a challenge. The first time I sat in for a video session, I couldn't understand his accent. Very tough. Seriously. I mean, I was like I'm myself unable to understand the accent coming from him, and got used to it. But he was the first person to be where I could see that he started introducing heart rate monitors in the first year for BFC. I didn't know what was heart rate like. We just literally went in, saw the heart rate monitors live being done in every. I didn't understand whether the heart rate going high means better or less, nothing of that sort. Second year, I hear that they introduced GPS devices for him. He had also gotten an SNC coach from, I think, UK, who did a lot of things on data and numbers on the fitness part of things. And they've invested a lot more things on fitness. And even from a data perspective, he looked at each and every granularity of information and videos. I think in the previous when working with EPL, he used to watch a lot more matches, and he gives a lot of high. I mean, he watches a lot of matches, and then he wants to give a lot of preference for the videos as well, and that's the way he works.
That's nice. So